could state your name and what your medium is and your all that stuff.
I'm Jorge Escobar. I am a photo-based interdisciplinary artist. Much of my work involves using photographic imagery, but I have also incorporated fiber arts as well as printmaking into my practice.
And how did you find about the Azul residency?
A friend of mine actually came here for residency about a year and a half ago, and when I was applying for residencies this past fall, this was one on the top of my list to apply to because she had a really good experience here, and I felt like that was enough for me to try to apply here, and I'm happy I got it. So
That's good. And what is it that you look for in a residency in general, if you do that a lot?
Typically I look just for a place that gives me ample space and a good amount of time just to kind of like work on whatever I'm working on, and basically an escape from my everyday life. That's what I've been enjoying a lot here. I've been able to kind of just escape from what I'm doing at home and just focus on several different projects that I've had going on that I have yet to really delve into because I haven't had the time. And really just like location and like what's going to be in my surroundings. Like I currently live in Richmond, Virginia, so I'm much more used to like city life, so coming here was a great change because it's not very city-like. It's very much just mountains and nature, which is a huge difference from what I'm used to, and it's been very pleasant and very relaxing and just kind of great just to be in this general like open space, and just feels it's very inspiring just being in a space that's like so much closer to nature and so much interwoven with nature that it's a great way to just separate myself from what I'm used to.
So for just urban residents to come to a rural residency, you see it as a plus?
Yes, because it just really gives you a different way of seeing things, I think. I feel like I've been able to look at my work much differently because like not just the works that I'm currently working on here, but like past works I've been able to like revisit and just see the connections that they make between one another and see what I really am interested in when I do my work. And it's a lot of like time to really just contemplate and do a lot of self-contemplating and just figuring out who you are as an artist and what you see your work at. So I think the rural residency really helps that because there isn't too many distractions that you get in an urban environment.
Are there any practical consideration, advantages, challenges, disadvantages to a city dweller spending a week or so in a rural kind of place?
Really challenges is kind of funny, but it's just like getting used to the fact that the Wi-Fi is slightly different. Mm-hmm. So like you have to like deal with not being able to really stream as much music as you're used to or as much video as you're used to. It's just kind of very real. So it's just adjusting and just kind of adjusting from that normal technology based environment that you tend to come from.
Mm. So. Is there any specific project that you came to Azul to pursue?
My weaving project. I've been trying to incorporate cyanotype onto weaving for about 3 months now, and I haven't had much success, and I think a lot of it came down to the fact that I was using a type of yarn that doesn't work well with cyanotype. I was using acrylic yarn, which in the past when I've cyanotyped on fabric, I've used cotton. Right. So I got cotton yarn this time and using cotton, and like obviously I have yet to cyanotype, mostly because while I've been here it's been kind of cloudy, so like it hasn't been cyanotype friendly. But I'm planning to do it today, obviously, because the sun's out. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm hoping it goes well, because if it does, then this is a project that I'm probably going to be working on for much of this coming year. And just like, I'm planning to grad programs this coming fall, so hopefully this would end up being a project that can be included in my grad portfolios.
So you're going to basically take a little woven things and cyanotype photos on these things, and are they then going to be just a display? Have you thought that far along the
process? They're going to be a display. The project in particular, I'm working with imagery from my childhood. mostly because lately I've been interested in the way I grew up. I'm an immigrant. I moved to America with my parents from South America, but I moved here when I was 3 years old. So really, I felt like I grew up here, even though I'm technically an immigrant. And it's been this weird dual world that I've been living in, being an immigrant, but feeling like I grew up much more in America, and feeling like I feel like I'm more American than I am Paraguayan because of that fact. So I've been interested in like exploring that identity crisis that I feel like I kind of was dealing with growing up, because I had issues where I wouldn't say bullied, but I was teased for being an immigrant in school. But then on the flip side, I would have cousins and just relatives that would tease me for being whitewashed, and it's an interesting conversation. I just feel like that really affected how I've kind of grown up a little bit, just because like now I think of myself as a Paraguayan American. Like I feel like I embrace my Paraguayan heritage, as well as embracing the fact that I may not be the stereotypical Latino. I
Right,
am who I
unless
am.
you're Chicano
Yeah.
or Cuban, it's like, yeah.
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 And I accept that fact, but like I do not deny the fact that don't come from that heritage, and that is part of who I am, and I'm very happy for that. And so that's kind of just been what that project is going to be about. So basically,
That's cool.
using the child imagery, I'm interested to see how the images look on the weaving, but I'm even more interested to see how they look as I unravel the weaving. So I'm planning to unravel them bit by bit, so we'll see how that goes.
See, that's cool, because I was about to ask you if there was a symbolic significance to cyanotype on the weaving, and you just answered that question. So that's really excellent.
So yeah, that is the project I came to as a little work on, and hopefully it goes well. But like if not, I'll find another way to make it work.
Yeah,
So it's just a matter of just experimenting and trial and error. But that's kind of.
Could always do like Banksy and just blow it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
Like in general.
Yeah, or about being here, or you could say.
Well, I can say that like being here has definitely helped my work a lot. I think I've only been here, I guess 4 days now.
Yeah,
3 or 4 days, and I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and my work, and it's definitely been very helpful moving forward with my art practice. So I definitely am very grateful for Azul for having me and giving me the time to do all the work that I'm working on, and it's been a pleasure just being here and being in this environment.
Thanks so much, Jorge.
Yep.